Alex, where to start? Such a disappointing afternoon.
Yeah, it's not the result that we obviously wanted. It's not the result um, that anyone wants. I think that first and foremost, first half, apart, they had two opportunities. I think in the first half, but I think in the first half we were a team in control. I think that we do well to move the ball and get it into that final third, and then no clinicality, no desire, that real lack of aggression to score a goal. I think we've got the ball wide, put crosses in, and all the things that we've been really trying hard to correct. And but when that gets crossed, you want people to have that, that desire, that aggression to go into the box and score a goal. And that last pass, we out of play, and it was a real lack of care. But I think at half time, we spoke about, if you keep giving the ball away, you give the ball away, good teams punish you. Good teams punish you. And ultimately, the first and the third goal, we've given the ball away really, way too cheaply. And like, you get punished. And that 15 minutes was unacceptable. And obviously, I think the first goal was always going to be, it was going to be a crucial goal in the game. And first half, we, like I say, we didn't do enough to with our dominant performance in that first half. We didn't do enough to score a goal. And then second half, like I say, 15 minutes unacceptable. And then after that, people come onto the pitch and show desire to run and to run with the ball and get in the box. And again, a lack of care, a lack of quality in that area. And then you lose the game 3-1, and you look back and you think we had so many opportunities to go and do something. But if you don't have that care and that that reliability, accountability on yourself, then you're not going to win games.
Was that desire there for the first hour?
Listen, these players have worked too hard to put in a performance of that 15 minutes where you get punished. Like I said, the first goal was always going to be crucial, and you cannot give the ball away against good teams. They'll punish you against any team, especially where we did. But yeah, it's not a lack of effort at all, not one little bit. But we saw it first half. The opportunities that they had on our goal were because we gave the ball away cheaply, and a lack of care. So you can do all the work, and you can work extremely hard every day like they do. And I always say, people see Saturday, Tuesday. The work on the training ground has to reflect what you do in the week. And but when you give that ball away, it's so precious. You give it away against good teams, they punish you. First half, they didn't. They should have scored, I thought, from the edge of the box when it got cut back, and Tay saves it. They should have scored then, and that again came from us giving the ball away, being careless. And we played a shape today that proved at times when we actually moved it with an intensity and the way that we expect these players to play and they expect of themselves to play, you hurt them. But when you get in those positions, you have to be clinical. You have to have that ruthlessness about you as a team. And we didn't have that. Now we have to, we've got 4 games left, and we have to now make sure that for the next 4 games we have a ruthlessness, a desire, a cutting edge to us, because it's not been good enough in that department, and we have to make sure we improve.
Clinicality almost came, but you were 3-0 down at the time. I mean, the first touch from Forster-Kasky, of course, was the delivery for Pidge, which he buried. But there were a good few chances created after that as well. We saw some real quality.
Yeah, when we look back at the game, like we're emotional, right, and you lose the game, and when you're in hindsight, you look back and you go, right, the game was the first, like I said, the first goal. The game then flipped on its head because we were so sloppy in possession straight away after half time, and you give them an opportunity to score at your goal because we give the ball away. Now, after that, Cass came on and showed, demanded the ball and showed quality with his first free kick, and it shows the importance of delivery. And when you get it right with someone of Pidge's, capabilities, you score goals, and we've seen that for many years now here. So, and then after that, again, we had a goal disallowed, which, having looked, I'm not sure if it is, but again, we had good bits of play, and it's on that edge of the box where we tried to slide, and it goes out of play and it fizzles out. It's that's not acceptable for us. That's not acceptable. We have to demand more of each other, demand more of people on the pitch to provide that moment, because they count. We get punished against teams that get that moment and slide and score, and at the moment we're not doing that well enough, and we have to do that. We have to do that better. To win games, you have to be ruthless. You have to be clinical, and that is somewhere we've got to improve. And no matter what you work on, if you're in that situation, on a Saturday compared to a Tuesday in training, you have to provide exactly that same execution, and we're not. And we have to look back in this game and watch it as a group. And like I say, it's unacceptable, those 15 minutes where you go from controlling it first half to all of a sudden 15 minutes after half time looking at and having to change the shape because you're trying to get something from the game.
How do you turn that round in 2 or 3 days against a side who are scrapping for their lives?
Absolutely. You have to ask the players to make sure that they reflect themselves, that they look, and have they done enough? Have they done that? Because we will as a group, as a staff, we have to do that, because like I say, you lost it. We've lost the game. I asked the players to make sure that they do that, because when we come in on Sunday, we were picking a squad to go to Bristol to put that right, because they are fighting for their lives, absolutely, and they've got a draw against a good team today, where we know how hard it is to go there and get a result. So we have to pick a squad and a team that is willing to do that, and to go there and put in a performance and fight and scrap and have all those qualities about them, and put today right. That's the beauty of football, that you get to put it right a couple of days later. But listen, this isn't about this is everyone, this is us, this is everybody in it. We're all in it together, the whole squad, and we have to make sure we put today right.